Sig.
Okay.
Did you say Sig?
Sig.
Sigma.
Move
What's
Sig.
your favorite form of Sigma?
Wow, what is your favorite form of Sigma?
Curtis Axel.
Okay. That's fair. I saw the picture, that's fair.
Yeah, but there's just something about you just nonchalantly going, yeah, sure, okay.
Like, checks out.
The rest of your personality is basically all or nothing.
That's why I use it sparingly.
Alright, lead us in, Jeffrey.
Hello, and welcome to Sights Uncena, the first, only, and God willing last wrestling podcast on the internet. As always, I am your host, Jet Grind, the guy who watches SmackDown. With me is Zen Scissors, the guy who watches Raw.
Fuck Hawkeye.
And also Dup is here.
Happy Narusev Day!
You.
There will be no
Nailed
compromise in this house.
It's not a compromise! It's Narusev Day now!
I hate this.
You'll die eventually.
Death comes for us all!
Then we'll see when Narusev Day is happening.
Death will come for Narusev too!
You already did because he doesn't fucking exist! Narusev is a goddamn vertical asymptote upon reality.
Oh, I'm sorry, a what?
A vertical asymptote. Do you not know math, you motherfucker?
No, I don't! Math sucks!
I hate this.
Math!
I hate this, and I hate Borusev's dad.
How could
So
how
before
could you
we,
disgrace Rusev like that?
So before we start actually talking about wrestling, we should probably just hit this off at the curve. Releases happened this week.
Yeah.
Darren Young, Summer Rae, and Emma, all gone.
If I could audibly smile, I would.
But then you miss out on all of those great moments with Darren Young, such as...
I don't know who they are, but Emma's gone. Yay.
So, yeah. Other than that, I can't think if there's anything interesting that we need to talk to that happened, or not talk about that happened. I guess Triple H joined the Shield on a live show, which is surreal, but I think that's the only real noteworthy thing.
Well, I mean, 3 members, 3 H's, makes sense.
Yeah, except for the part where the Shield had a huge rivalry against Triple H for like 2 years.
Water under the bridge.
Anywho, Dup, how much do you know about Raw this week?
You know the answer, motherfucker.
Well, then let's just get into it. What happened on Raw, Zen?
Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be fun. So,
oh, good.
I was tired as fuck, so I was sleeping, and I woke up 10 minutes into the show, thankfully. What I missed was recapped like 5 times throughout the show.
Nice.
So, I didn't miss anything I didn't see again. So, they sum up what I missed pretty much when I woke up. Stephanie McMahon came out, and she was like, Angle, you stop sucking shit, man. Get your shit together. You suck. By the way, you're also captain of the team at Survivor Series or whatever the fuck. Alright, now I'm gone. That's pretty much it.
We could only afford 5 minutes of Stephanie McMahon.
And then Miz rolls in his limo, and Angle is pretty pissed at him. Because Miz is late or something. It's just like me.
Sure?
He's the Jubilee of this show for me.
What?
The character analog, the character that lets us into their worlds.
Oh.
Come on.
Okay. Sure, I guess.
Also, he didn't have a hall pass, and I guess that's why Angle was pissed at him. I don't know. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, Angle was pissed because now that AJ is back on SmackDown, they don't have a Minotaur anymore, so they can't worry about people in the back.
They gotta hire a new one. Just bring back Neville. See how hard he worked as a Minotaur? That man did not shower for at least 2 months. So Angle's like, fuck you, Miz. I'm sick of your shit. I'm not having any of it tonight. I'm gonna make you fight for your title tonight. Against... we don't fucking know at this point. Angle's like, I'm gonna pick it. You're not gonna know. Deal with it, motherfucker. Miz is like, oh, this is bullshit. I'm being the Miz. About what you'd expect.
Yeah.
But, hey, who gives a shit about that? Let's just cut right to Bayley going and fighting Alicia Fox. For reasons, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
So Alicia Fox comes out, and she's wearing a captain's hat, and she's acting like a captain. She gets on like a fucking loudspeaker. This is your captain speaking. And it's really stupid, but I kind of like it.
Okay.
She's like...
she's not the team captain, is she?
No, she is.
What?
She won last week.
I must have missed that.
It was kind of forgettable.
And I was here while recording, and I edit this. So I had to hear it twice.
It's kind of forgettable. So Alicia Fox comes out and she's like, I'm too busy to fight you, so fight this person instead. Alright, who's it gonna be? Nia Jax, who we haven't seen for a surprisingly long amount of time.
Yeah, I was gonna guess Nia.
And then... commercials. Somebody we have seen quite frequently. So for shits and giggles, and don't worry, this is gonna take up too much time. Wanted to see where Yu-Gi-Oh was at.
Damn it!
So I turn it on. The first thing I see is Kaiba yelling at his dad's ghost face in the sky for being a shitty dad. And I was like, couldn't have picked a better time. But that's all I really watched, so.
I love the virtual reality arc. It's so dumb. Remember that time Taya turned into a penguin?
I remember when Tristan was a monkey. For some reason.
Because he lost to the judge, and the judge put his soul into a monkey robot.
Yeah, I know, but it's still stupid.
Not wrong.
That explanation does not make it better. So, we get back into the fray, and Jax is just doing the same shit she always does, especially with Bayley. Just throw her around, not give a fuck. And Alicia Fox is still at the Titantron, I guess. She's just loving it. I love this match, she says. Well, at least I made her say that.
Great.
Thanks, son.
No, I can make up the dialogue for you. I'm like those assholes who dub like really shitty 90s German movies.
You're like a really shitty abridged series.
You stole my joke.
Well, I mean, that's just my life, so yeah. You've seen me watch shit. That's pretty much all I do.
And then Frieza was dead in the ring, and...
and Frieza was like, Goku, you're a dick. And Goku's like, yeah, I am. And then he left.
I mean, better dialogue than the first season of Dragon Ball Abridged.
Frieza to be played in this universe by Joel from Vine Sauce.
Hey, Goku, I don't have legs anymore. I saw that. Could you help me?
Hey.
No. Okay, fine, I'll help you. I'm gonna kill you now. Alright, fuck you then. There you go. That's the whole Frieza fight.
Nailed it.
I can
what were we talking about?
Wrestling,
Frieza.
I think.
So what's your favorite form of Frieza?
The one with the horns on his head.
I like the horns. The horns are pretty good.
I think it's the third form?
Third's
the one where it's like...
buff one with the horns on his head?
Is that...
That's third.
I'm looking up third form. Hold on, I'll just link it. That one.
Yeah, oh, no. I'm thinking of a different one then.
Yeah, no, second form is the just really big and buff one.
I like the one where he's fucking dead. That's my favorite one.
Just like someone is in the ring?
Yeah, Bailey's not having fun. Like, the match is over really quickly. Jax just decides to sit on Bailey, and that's it.
Okay.
Fine, whatever. It's about what I'd expect. So Alicia Fox fucking makes contact with Nia Jax. Just sticks her arms up in the L formation. She's like, "You're my first pick for Team Raw Survivor Series." I mean, fine, whatever.
Wait. How many female competitors are there on Raw?
I don't fucking know.
Let's see, there's Alicia, Bailey, Nia, Sasha. It's gotta be 5.
Bailey and then, I don't know, Mickie James. I don't fucking know.
Alexa.
Well, Alexa has her own match.
Yeah. I was gonna say Emma, but she's gone.
Yeah, she's fucking gone.
I don't know that they have enough people to pick and choose.
You know who it's not, though? The next person who comes out, which is Samoa Joe.
Wait.
I haven't heard about him since the first
Samoa Joe!
This podcast.
Yeah. Samoa Joe has been kind of gone for like 3 months, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's just here now. And this match, like, the people aren't even out of the arena yet. They're still there. So Samoa Joe's just like, "It's my turn now, motherfuckers."
I'm impatient.
He is Samoa Joe.
I got finished playing Crusader Kings 2, and I need to have a match so I can go back to playing Crusader Kings 2.
The numbers won't lie.
And I spell disaster for the Pope at Sacrifice.
I mean, Scott Steiner versus the Pope, that's a fucking 10-0 matchup if I've ever seen one.
My money's on the Pope.
Like, we'll see how many Hail Marys it takes to get you out of a fucking Steiner recliner. It's gonna be a lot. Alright, so Joe's here, but so are the commercials, so fine.
Oh, good.
Commercials are done. Okay, Joe, what's the deal? He's like the people are all like, "Yeah, Joe's here, that's awesome, yo Joe, fucking yeah." And Joe's just like, "Fuck all of you." Okay. Where's that animosity coming from, man? And he's like, "When I beat the shit out of whoever walks down here, I'm gonna imagine him beating the shit out of all of you." Why?
Okay.
What did we do to you, Joe? What have I done to hurt your feelings? You tell me. You tell me.
You made fun of him too much.
We made fun of him for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's too much! He's very sensitive. I don't actually know if he's very sensitive. I'm shutting up now. Fuck it.
I mean, after fucking Steiner, I don't know. Talking about him carrying a machete and covering himself in hamburgers and stuff.
What?
Scott Steiner is a miracle on the mic.
I'm not certain that's what I would have called him, but sure.
Oh, there's
Anywho.
nothing else to call him.
So, why is Samoa Joe so angry?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter, because here comes Apollo Crews. So I guess that means Joe wins. Because Apollo Crews doesn't win.
Wasn't this the spooky week?
Yes.
Yeah, which barely comes up, but when it comes up, it's something special.
It'll come up a little bit more with SmackDown, because SmackDown happened on Spooky Ween.
So this match is Apollo Crews does his acrobatic shtick and does all that cool stuff. And then Joe just slugs him, and that's it. That's pretty much the entire match.
Great.
So yeah, Joe spikes Crews to the ground and pins him. Nobody's surprised. Then Titus O'Neil comes out to check on Crews because he's probably dead or something. And then Joe comes up from behind and performs a fucking stealth kill on him. Some goddamn Wolfenstein shit. But now it's time for commercials.
Nailed it.
So, Raw is having like some 25 years celebration in January. And all these people are going to be there, so cool, I guess.
Hell yeah, gonna have The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash, a.k.a. Diesel, a thing the commentary actually said on SmackDown, which kind of brings up the question of who knows Kevin Nash as Diesel more than as Kevin Nash?
Or the real thing you should be calling him, a.k.a. Super Shredder. That's what I think of when I think of fucking Kevin Nash. Super Shredder. And then he just walks into the pier and he dies. And does fucking nothing.
Maybe if they were trying to advertise somebody else, like, oh man, here's a blank person real name, aka Scotty Too Hottie, or something like that.
Yeah, but would you really want to remind people about Scotty Too Hottie?
Every day of my damn life.
Hold on, is that an actual thing?
Yes!
He's the worst!
What? Excuse me!
Well, he's the worst next to, like, Honky Tonk Man.
Excuse
Fuck
me?
both of them.
What do you need to know, Dup?
Where does the Shockmaster fit into all this?
He's
WCW.
Yeah, that's different.
But yeah, Scotty Too Hottie was a guy who came around the same time as, Paul something or another, who was a pirate and only wrestled twice before he got released.
Okay.
See, when I think of that era, the one thing that comes to mind is always going to be Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero trying to win custody of Rey Mysterio's child.
Remember that time Chavo Guerrero's entire gimmick he was given was the most, like, milquetoast white man ever named Kerman White?
Yes, I do.
And, like, Chavo Guerrero. Oh boy. WWE has had some very, very bad gimmicks. Like Val Venus, the porn star who slept with other wrestlers' wives.
Val Venus was not a good idea.
And, also that time that Val Venus had a feud with, Mr. Fuji, I think it was? Which we will not be getting into for a variety of reasons, but most of them are, if I repeat any word of it, I will be accused of racism.
Ah!
Yeah. It was pretty bad. The 80s were a bad time.
I don't know if I can
great.
tell with a name like Mr. Fuji.
Who's the ass guy?
Billy Gunn,
the ass man.
Mr. Ass.
Yeah, there we go.
He's an ass man.
Huh? What?
The actual best gimmick to ever come out of WWE in the 2000s, though, is the time Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon had a tag team match against Shawn Michaels and God.
I'm telling you, wrestling God's the best. He can't top it. God had a fucking entrance!
Indeed he did.
They just have a spotlight on nothing, and it follows nothing as they play like church music. Vince McMahon stops God. He's like, "You stop right there. I gotta tell you some shit." And he stops. He stops God with his words.
And then Shawn Michaels comes out. He's a sexy boy.
Yeah, he sure is.
He's not your boy toy.
He's not my anything.
Wrestling is stupid. What were we talking about before we got onto this whole
Raw, 25 years, whatever.
Right, okay.
Anyways, now we gotta remind ourselves that Miz is gonna fight some mystery opponents, so I'm just gonna choose to believe it's Akuma, because why not?
Finally, we're going to have something Halloween related. It's going to be Kane dressed up as Street Fighter V Akuma.
Oh, God. It's red enough, yeah? Oh, man.
I feel like I've derailed everything.
Maybe a little
I hate
bit.
Street Fighter V Akuma.
He's so good, though.
He is pretty good. But why does he gotta look like...
He's gotta look like a toilet
And then he has
brush.
that other costume where he's like bursting with candy energy. It's fucking stupid.
Give Akuma a school uniform DLC costume.
Please do.
Alright, so Miz is fighting some kind of mystery opponent.
Yeah, so Miz comes down to the ring. Who's he gonna fight? Matt Hardy, I guess.
Okay.
Seems like a weird choice for a lot of build-up to not much.
How busted is Matt?
He's pretty together still.
Damn it.
So the commentators start talking, like, apparently there's this controversy of where the fuck was Miz during Raw getting their asses handed to them by SmackDown. And
Probably in his limo.
somewhere else. Don't blame him for not getting his ass kicked. He got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, the Miz is smart.
He could smell the trouble coming. If anybody can smell trouble coming, it's Miz. I've seen that man run away from fucking everything.
Nailed it.
So, this match looks like Matt Hardy's supposed to win it, but then Miz gets a pin as they're both laying dead on the ground, and he keeps the title. Fine, whatever. So, whatever. Let's recap Kurt Angle getting sent to the principal's office. Again. Alright, that sure was the same shit I just saw. Yeah. Now let's go backstage to Angle doing Angle things. I don't know. Somebody's gonna walk in. Who's it gonna be? It's Alexa. So she comes in, and Angle is already just instantly like, cut the bullshit, let's just get to it. Which is how I'm feeling too, because I know how this is going to end.
So, what are we doing with Mickie James now?
I say this in my notes. Please, God, tell me this has nothing to do with Mickie James. As I was typing that, she mentions Mickie James.
Good.
Fucking shit fuck. Goddamn motherfuck.
Extending your vocabulary there, Zen.
I know.
Heck.
I'm sorry.
Dang.
I've been watching too much Ginger Dead Man.
What?
You'll learn someday.
Wait, what?
You'll learn someday.
I'm gonna Google this.
What, you don't know what... Do you not know what the Ginger Dead Man is?
No!
Oh!
Of course! Of course!
Alright, so...
Of course!
Gary Busey
No,
is a
let me-
gingerbread
no,
man. And he kills people.
Oh.
And then there's two
Yeah.
sequels.
What?
Each one worse than the last. Like the third one where he
Okay.
goes back in time to the 70s and watches a Carrie remake.
What?
And it has a Simpsons arcade machine. Oh, what a great movie. It's not a great movie.
Oh, you don't say! The horror movie, where Gary Busey plays a gingerbread man that murders people, is not a
Well,
good
that
movie!
one's fun, but the third one where it's not even Gary Busey anymore, and it's called Ginger Dead Man 3 Saturday Night Cleaver, yeah, that one's not very good. Also, the second one's called Passion of the Crust. Because he gets crucified at the end.
Oh. Okay.
And that's it! There's nothing else that makes it like Passion of the Christ.
I mean, I thought they would have just gone for, like, the joke. I didn't think that it was going to be, like, actually.
Okay, so... wrestling.
Yeah, Gary Busey.
That's not wrestling.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Well, not tonight. at
Zed,
least.
please tell me you're about to find a way to tell me that Gary Busey is related to wrestling in some fashion.
Again, not tonight. So, yeah, whatever. Mickie James bullshit. I'm sorry, I didn't want to talk about fucking Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. But here we are. Alright, yeah, Mickie, that shit's gonna happen. They're gonna fight for their title again tonight. I don't care. I don't care. And then I guess the Shield's gonna fight Kane again. Well, actually fight him this time, but still. But then commercials. So before any of this shit happens, we gotta watch Asuka kill somebody. She
Alright,
can't
I'm
kill
okay with
Emma
this.
because she's gone now. Asuka permanently killed her. Like, Emma is a Fire Emblem unit, and she got fucking perma-killed. She's gone forever. Not coming back. So who's Asuka gonna be fighting?
Sasha?
I don't know, because I look away for a moment, I miss the name, I don't know who this woman is. That's a bad sign. That's a real fucking bad sign.
You could try to describe... Maybe she was, like, local talent.
I don't know, because guess what? Asuka perfects this fucking match. She doesn't get hit.
Probably local talent, then.
like 5 motherfucking golden letters, Asuka just straight up takes no damage.
Yeah, that sounds like an Asuka match to me.
Well, at least with Emma, they tried to maybe make it last a little longer. And then Asuka grabs her by the fucking throat, and it's over. So that happened in like a minute. Now let's go backstage with Angle again on his phone. Is he actually going to do anything with this phone ever? Well, yeah, because he's like, oh shit, there's a security breach, sound the alarm! SmackDown's here, this is not a drill! And shit like that.
Was it a drill?
No, it wasn't. Because guess who's here? It's Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I knew, they showed.
I'm sure.
They showed basically the entire Daniel Bryan saga, so I can't say shit.
So, Bryan, as a fucking traitor, is here, defecting like he's the boss or some shit. About to give Angle a goddamn Davy Crockett. So Angle's just like, man, fuck you! We're gonna kill SmackDown, you're gonna have to deal with that shit. And then they start talking about Brock Lesnar, so I'm like, alright, give me a second, I gotta get the booze. But they never actually... we never actually go to Brock Lesnar. We never go to Drinking Game Man, and I'm kind of sad.
Not getting buzzed tonight.
Well, I still drank, but... I already got it. I'm not gonna fucking put it back. So we go backstage to Bryan again, and he's on the phone, and then the lights cut. Is another person gonna die on national television? That's the question.
I mean, probably.
Well, he got attacked by the commercials first, so we gotta deal with that. Alright, we come back, and Bryan's still alone in the dark. That's all that could come to mind there.
Piss off, Zen.
Yeah, you know it's great. That song's amazing.
It's something, alright.
It sums up perfectly the quality of that game, and I love it. So, Bryan tries to get out, the door's locked. This man's about to get Halloweened. He's just like, oh, this is so frustrating. He sounded like goddamn Tom Brady talking about Sub-Zero over here. Oh my god, Ice Clone doesn't work properly. And then, woo, Halloween, we get a jump scare. And Wyatt's not even here. So who jump scared us? It's Kane! Kane just fucking grabs Bryan by the throat, and I guess he kills him, because we just cut away.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan does not appear on SmackDown this week.
Wow, I can't believe he's fucking dead.
Yeah, I gotta say, though, that's one of Jigsaw's weaker traps. That kind of sucked. So, that's...
I want to play a game. You have to escape this room in 10 seconds, or else Kane will kill you.
Or else Kane will chokeslam you.
To hell!
Probably, or at least to red lighting. He loves doing that.
When are we watching See No Evil?
I've seen that movie before, so I'll watch it.
We need to watch that and The Marine.
Which one?
The first one, not the one starring Ted DiBiase Jr. or the two of them starring Mike the Miz Mizinen.
But I gotta complete the fucking era of Miztron. And it's stupid
We
bullshit.
also still need to riff John Cena's sexy high school adventures.
Yeah, we do.
We also need to continue the adventures of Parbon.
That too.
God, Parbon.
Parbon and his good buddy Shakma. Or at least his pet, I don't care which.
It's a shame I can't put, like, extra custom characters into the career mode, because if I could, I'd try to find a way to make a monkey.
Yeah, doesn't that one have, like, a gorilla suit or some shit?
Maybe?
That'd be good enough.
I know there's a horse mask.
Close enough. So it's time for Finn Balor, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Guess what? We gotta project that Balor Club aura.
Oh, good.
Because this place is Balor Club 2. And who's he gonna fight? The Bar? What? That's a fucking weird matchup.
Just a bit.
But I guess he's just fighting Cesaro, but that's still weird. So, they say that Balor's got a heart as big as Texas. This is taking place in Baltimore. And if you don't know where Baltimore is, it's in Maryland. So I want you to guess who said that line.
Sheamus?
It was Booker T.
What?
It's a very Booker T line. Balor's got are as big as Texas. Thank you, Booker.
Sure.
Thank you, Booker T.
Oh, Booker T, you awful, awful commentary.
He's the best.
treasure.
So, at one point during this match, I forget who said it, one of the commentators is like, and that's it! Proceeds to very obviously not be it. And that's like the entire match.
Goody.
So Cesaro tries every fucking submission ever invented on Finn, and he can't choose one. So Finn's able to get out of his submission, do his bison stomp, and pin. Cesaro, pick one. You gotta fucking pick something. You can't do 50 submissions at once. So Finn, yay, I won, but then Kane decides to show up. Because I guess that's Kane's thing now, is people win, and he's like, no, I'm not okay with this.
Bray's not here to do jump scares, so we gotta get Kane to do them.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the actual jump scares, it's just the red lighting. Everything just looks like it's fucking Fulgore stage all of a sudden. So yeah, Finn tries to get some Irish vengeance, but Kane just fucks him up. Gives him a tombstone pile driver. And then Kane's like, I'm gonna go to the ring. So, Kane didn't even come out to fuck up Finn. I guess he just came early to his match and was like, well, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Might as well.
Because now it's time for him to fight Seth Rollins.
Wait. Let's go back for a second. This is the second time tonight that somebody has come out early, right?
I'm trying to remember what the first time was.
Samoa Joe showed up, like, out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
They gotta get shit. They don't have time. We only have 3 fucking hours to work with. So, it's another turn of events. I guess it's not Kane versus The Shield. It's Kane versus Seth Rollins. So, time for another tag team to have only one member of their team participate, while the other cheers them from the sidelines. Why?
Sure.
So, then we go to commercials. We come back, and Kane decides, like, he's going to be even more of an anime villain, and he sticks his chin out for Rollins to land the first punch. Like, he's like a fucking Super Boo over here, like, go ahead. And I finally realized that Rollins in Shield gear, while in motion, kind of looks like Dick Marcinko. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. Like, I expect a swear rap to start at some point. But it doesn't happen.
You must be so disappointed.
I am. That's the best part of that game.
Well, we can't get Mickey Rourke in this wrestling game, or this wrestling show, but we can at least get him in the movie The Wrestler.
Maybe we can get him on this show, though.
Probably not.
I don't know. If I offer him $10, maybe.
$10 and you float him a sandwich and he'll be on our show.
And maybe he'll at least do an intro. You never know. So they.
Honestly, no, that probably checks out.
It is Mickey Rourke. At this point, probably.
What is he even doing?
Not much.
Exactly.
Looking for money. Mickey Rourke's need to eat too.
I'm actually curious if I can get Xavier Woods to shout us out, or like record an intro for us, rather.
If you want to try, I'm not going to stop you.
At Xavier Woods, PhD.
Do it, you won't.
Hey, what do I need to do to get you to do an intro for my wrestling podcast? Thanks in advance. Big fan. Boy Pouty.
You gotta beat me in a match of Street Fighter 5. Or maybe Tekken. I know he plays Tekken.
Okay, I'll take out Boy Pouty and Big Fan and then put in brackets.
Why are we doing this on the podcast?
That's what you're gonna put, brackets.
Yep. Okay, good. There we go. Tweet it out. Okay, so what were we talking about?
So Dick Marcinko.
Okay.
These fucking cock breath commie motherfuckers. Kane is dressed in red after all. And then, I'm sorry, again, They start talking about Alexa and the Mickey match, and I don't give a shit. So anything else to not talk about that match. But they gotta remind me. So, back to the actual match. We got Cesaro and Sheamus. They're still here. And they're looking like fuckers in the background of a Street Fighter stage. They're just like, oh shit. They look really stupid, but they are Cesaro and Sheamus. And then Rollins does this suicide dive shit, like he always does, because it's not a Rollins match until he does that. So the Bar attacks a defenseless Ambrose, and Rollins needs to step in. Then Kane takes advantage of that, chokeslams Rollins, and wins. Ambrose constantly fucking over Rollins.
I can't wait for them to never mention this in a story in any way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah, this match means fucking nothing.
I just more meant the whole, like, Dean keeps screwing up and making them lose thing.
Oh, yeah, that'll never come up. He's just there to get beat the shit up, and then Rollins comes in and wins. So Kane goes for his post-match chokeslam, but Ambrose decides to come in and save him. Well, late for that, but hey, better late than never, I guess. And then the Bar comes in, saves Kane, and Ambrose eats a goddamn tombstone. You know, guys, at some point you gotta realize this isn't gonna work out for you. What was your plan?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
And then Kane smiles, and Kane smiling always looks so fucking goofy.
Wait, you can see his mouth through the...
Well, he doesn't have the
mask?
full mask. He's got the, half mask.
Okay.
It's better than business, Kane. I'll take it. Anything is better than business, Kane.
I love Business Kane so much.
I hate business Kane so much. It's so
I know,
worst.
it's so bad, but I love it.
Why would she, of all characters, Kane? Yeah, I can't wait for Business Strowman. Yeah, that's what I want.
Instead of yelling out Braun, it yells out taxes.
I can't wait for Braun Strowman does his taxes deluxe.
Yeah, I can't wait for Braun Strowman to fucking bark supply and demand charts at me. Here's the point of diminishing returns.
Bra.
Oh. So, we go backstage, and they're strapping Bryan down. He's going to the hospital or some shit. And that's it!
The morgue, but...
That's all they show us. They just go, they cut back there just to show us how fucked up Bryan got. And then we're done.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, guys, did you know Stephanie McMahon showed up at the beginning of the show?
No, I didn't. Tell me more.
Well, she showed up at the beginning of the show.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
Like, I missed it originally, and even I'm getting sick of it now. And now we get to probably the best part of the show. Oh, fuck that. The best part of the show.
Oh?
So we go back to The Miz. He's talking about celebrating with fancy food and shit with his Mizians, and walk into his room. And they're like, ugh, it stinks in here. And there's just a bag of garbage in the middle of the room.
Okay.
And
what?
I'm confused. I'm like, what? And then all of a sudden, Miz gets this face like somebody is about to stab him. He's so fucking... he's convinced he's going to die.
To be fair, that's probably a real concern that Miz should usually have.
So, why is he so fucking concerned? Miz is like, oh my god, it can't be. He's convinced it's Braun Strowman.
How could that happen? He's dead. He got stuck in a trash compactor.
I choose to believe that they think they're being haunted by the trash ghost of Braun Strowman.
What?
It's the only thing that makes sense. They're convinced Braun Strowman is a fucking garbage ghost. And he's haunting them, and he's going to kill them.
Sure.
So, there'll be more on that later. And that's when it gets really good. But for now, they're setting up a bunch of Halloween decorations on the ring. and they have it for a trick or street fight.
What?
That's
off.
what they call it.
No.
Piss
No.
off.
No. What?
Trick or street fight.
So, that was Raw. So.
Oh. But we go to commercials.
Because of course.
And then we're back with Miz. Okay, good shit's happening again. I want to see what's happening with this. So the camera's on Miz, and he's like, "Oh, there he is!" He's all excited, and the camera cuts to the other end of the room, and it's just Kane waddling towards him from a hallway, and it looks fucking hilarious. So yeah, Miz asks Kane like, "Yo, so garbage trucks are like occult bathhouses, right?" That's why we're being. He doesn't say that specifically, but he's like, "So yeah, like we can't be being haunted by Strowman. No, garbage truck, right?" And Kane's like, "No, you might be haunted. You're also fucked, because I'm not gonna help you. So yeah, if Strowman's alive, you're on your own, motherfuckers."
Okay.
So now we got to recap that time Kane threw Strowman into a local garbage truck.
Well, yeah, we need to distinguish it from the time he threw him into an international garbage truck.
I mean, you say that. Anyways, now I looked away for a second, and then I look back, and all of a sudden we're inside the trick or street fight. It's just happening now.
Oh. So who's in this fight?
Zen, can I make a request?
Yes.
Can you not call it that?
You know what? Fine. Since I don't say the Miz thing, I'll also not say this one.
Hey Zen,
Thank
can I make an
God.
executive decision? Please only refer to it as that from now on.
Piss off!
You can't override this directive. Alright, so the fucking turbo street fight. That's what we're calling it.
I'm okay with this.
It's slightly better.
So the turbo street fight's happening, and we have Santa fighting Hogan and an anime with candy corn kendo sticks. And,
What?
And then one of the guys forces the other one to bob for apples.
What?
There's
What?
a lot happening in this match.
Clearly.
There's kind of sensory overload.
I'm still unsure of who's even in this fight.
I didn't know either, because they're in costumes.
What?
So, oh my god, I'm trying to remember who it is. One of the there's two teams. There's 4 people, and there's 2 teams. One of them is Gallows and Anderson,
Oh, good.
and then the other was Rhino and somebody.
Oh, he's Slater, probably.
I think. I don't fucking remember.
I need to check something real quick. Yeah, I can't see it. So there's a rumor going around that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are leaving the WWE because they've removed all reference to it from their Twitter accounts, and then Finn tweeted, like, bye around the same time that this happened without actually saying it to anybody. But, no official word. But there is a solid chance that this could be the last time we see Gallows and Anderson.
The most enigmatic Gemini I've ever seen. So, we have 2 people dressed up as Santa. Oh man. I think that was Rhino and the other dude, Heath Slater maybe. And then one of Gallows and Anderson is Hogan, and the other is a fucking anime.
Okay.
And so they're fighting with candy corn kendo sticks for a while, and then one of them takes another dude and shoves his head into like a bobbing for apples station.
Sure.
So, and then there's a part where they start throwing pumpkin guts around, and it's like, no! You know how terrible that shit is to clean up? Oh man, it's the fucking worst. So it's at this point I realize 2 of these people are Gallows and Anderson, but I can't even tell which ones are. The ambiguity has multiplied, so now I can't even tell which is which out of 4 people.
Great.
So I figure it out by eventually, at one point in the match, they put on two dudes put on pumpkin helmets. Yeah, okay, now I know who's who. Because it's got nobody but these stupid chuckle fucks Gallows and Anderson to be putting on these pumpkin helmets.
Okay, but which one of them was wearing which costume?
I don't know. Okay, and then... so, them putting pumpkins on their head is important because it's the turning point in the match. Because now they're getting fucked up, and one of the other dudes puts Gallows and Anderson through a table so lightly, and it still snaps in half. Totally can't tell it's pre-cut, guys. Like, just gingerly puts him on the table and snap! Like, oh man, it looked bad. It looked pretty bad.
It's fine. Kayfabe is dead.
So, Gallows and Anderson lose.
Oh.
Which is to be expected, but the thing that really kind of irks me about it is they were winning, and then they put pumpkins on their heads for no reason, just to make them lose. They chose to lose.
Okay. But which costumes?
I don't know!
No, I mean, like, were they the Santas or were they the other idiots?
They were the Hogan and Anime.
Okay.
They're
allowed to reference Hogan?
I guess. Maybe he was somebody else, but maybe it was Randy Savage, but fuck if I know. Thunder in Paradise. That's what they are.
Zen, you seem to be distressed.
This match is very confusing. This must be what it's like for people to watch Marvel vs. Capcom, because this match was sensory overload. I had no idea what was happening at any point in this match, and then it just kind of ended.
Great.
So yeah, Gallows and Anderson are to the point where they are consciously deciding to lose. Guess what?
What?
Enzo?
No, the other E-Man.
Oh, goody.
Elias.
I thought we'd be free from Elias for one fucking week. I hate commercials.
Well, at least they're saving you from Elias for a couple extra minutes.
So we come back, and yay, Miz! Good, alright. He's still just freaking out because of garbage. And this is kind of amazing.
Garbage day!
Like, he's like, oh man, he's literally like, we gotta pack up and fucking leave. One of the guys says, like, there's no way Braun could recover from that in 1 week. I don't think you recover from getting trash compacted. That's usually a you're dead situation.
No, it's fine.
I don't care if you're fucking Braun Strowman. Trash compactor. That is a literal 10-0 matchup. That is fucking Chun-Li versus Hugo bad. You don't win! And now the Bar decides to abandon Miz. Miz is now without anybody, except his Mizians, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is where Miz calls them up, and he's like, we need to get the fuck out of here, man. Get to packing. And then we go to Elias. I thought, because it was so late in the show, we wouldn't have to see him. They got my hopes up. It's, akin to the disappointment of a loot box. You know, you get my hopes up. I see that legendary. It's another fucking Widowmaker legendary. I hate you too, video game.
Finally, I've opened a loot box with 3 legendaries in it, and they're all the same Torbjorn skin.
On the beaches of Normandy, no doubt. As it falls from the sky so other people can watch you open them. Because that's a good idea. It's a really fucking good idea. So, we gotta listen to Elias saying about killing Jordan while showing him get hit by the guitar last week like 5 times in a row. It is the same fucking thing over and over. It's like a shitty 90s music video. And then Jordan finally comes out. Let's see how fucked up his arm is. They don't really show it, so whatever. Elias swings his guitar. And how many guitars do you plan on affording, my friends? They aren't that cheap. You can't just keep swinging them around. But then, oh shit, Jordan's got the guitar now. Oh, he's got fucking Elias's Mjolnir or something. Ooh! And Elias at this point is now open to negotiations. But Jordan says, fuck that. Just stomps the shit out of it. And Elias is actually wincing in horror. He's like, no! It's like somebody breaking his car. It's a fucking guitar, dude. You were about to break it over him! Fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking God, you stupid long-haired fuck. I don't like Elias.
I never got that from you.
So, fucking whatever. That's done. Let's go back to The Miz panicking.
About garbage?
Yeah. So, he's running out, like, his plane's about to take off, pretty much. Like, we're getting the fuck out of here right now. Just Maul walking down the hallway, and then Angle catches him. And he's like, no, I need to yell at you some more. You're not leaving early. You got here late, so you're not leaving early. You need to stay here until the show is done. And Miz is like, oh shit. Hey guys, remember, Alexa and Mickey are gonna fight tonight.
They are?
Maybe, I don't know. Commercials. We come back. The misery continues because now it's time for Enzo.
Oh, good.
I'm so fucking happy. So, Drew Gulak is here or some shit. I'll let you know when I care. Oh, I guess Enzo can talk or something now. Great.
Oh.
It's even better now. And, listening to these chuckle fucks talk is the actual worst. I actually hate it. I don't dislike it. I hate it. So, Gulak decides to have the audience spell soft this time, but he has them spell it the correct way. And Enzo doesn't like that. He gives him a fucking death stare. How dare you make him spell it correctly? And at this point, it occurs to me that I guess Gulak's gimmick is that he just loves pissing people off. Okay. Well, it's working because he's pissing me off. Whatever. Callisto's here, and he's fighting Gulak, I guess. Why? Who cares? Whatever. And the match is already over because Enzo can't even out-of-ring interference correctly.
Great.
Like, he goes to stop Callisto pinning Gulak, and he gets in there, like, 2 seconds after the 3.
Good.
Jesus Christ, Enzo.
Good job, Mr. Amore.
You did it. You really are bringing the muscles marinara. Okay, I can talk again. Saying those words, it's like a fucking lemon drop in my mouth. So the last match of the night is Alexa versus Mickey. Oh boy. We're ending strong. I say I'll watch it, but I'm not really going to pay too much attention because I'm fucking done with this. All right, commercials. Come back. Miz wants everything set so it's ready to go. He doesn't want any fucking time in between him leaving, or between the show being done and him leaving. He's so fucking scared. Alright, time for the match you don't give a shit about. Alexa wins. Whatever. Nothing of consequence happens. Cool. So what's happening with Miz?
He is trying to find his brown pants, presumably.
Pretty much. He's mall walking to the exit again with his bags. And then we cut to his limo, and he's sitting in the limo. And it's set up to where it feels like, oh yeah, come on, chauffeur, let's get out of here. Feels like there's going to be somebody in the car waiting for them. But that's not what happens. Miz is getting angry that the limo isn't moving. But then he looks in front of him. There's a garbage truck.
What? Sure.
There is a garbage truck in front of the limo.
Sure.
And then it starts throwing garbage all over the limo.
Sure. Okay. What?
And then Braun Strowman comes out.
Oh no!
And it's a different garbage truck. He can teleport through garbage trucks. He's a fucking garbage phantasm. I love how stupid this is. Oh my god, this is the best. He's a garbage ghost. So, Miz makes it to the Titantron, but Strowman's already tossing motherfuckers. The Mizians try to save him, to no avail. Yeah, and Strowman doesn't clear the Spanish announcers table. He clears the main commentary table. That's how you know shit is real.
Yeah.
So he's about to break a man's spine with this fucking table. But first, he's got to go bowling with these dudes. He tosses people down to the ring, straight up like he's bowling with them.
If he knocks down 3 people, he gets a turkey. Or the chicken.
So then he drives him through the table. We get our for the show. And everything is as it should be. The end.
Hooray!
I love Garbage Ghost Strowman. It's so stupid. He can teleport through garbage trucks.
That's the dumbest and best power I've ever heard.
It's so good.
I can't wait until Braun Strowman is in a Marvel movie and they just have the garbage ghost. Actually, no, wait, that's more of a DC villain. He'd fit right in with Kite Man.
He'd fit in with a lot of the blank mans in there.
Condiment
Calendar
King.
Man. Condiment King. He's a king, alright? You don't fuck with him. Music Meister? He's a Meister! But Garbage Ghost Strowman is an angle I hope they push, because it's really good.
So if you had to rate Raw this week, what would you give it, Zen?
International Garbage Truck out of 10, because it is not the same
No,
garbage
you have
truck.
to be numbers! You have to be numbers. I'm the abstract.
I can do both.
Well,
Shut
I guess
up.
you have to give it a number then, Dub.
Fuck.
I give it an 8.
Okay, good. I'm giving it a garbage Phantasm out of 10.
It gets 2 full points just from Braun Strowman Garbage Ghost. Because the rest of the show is a fucking 6 out of 10. But that shit's amazing. Just, it starts with Miz finding a fucking garbage bag in his room, and he instantly knows what it means. Oh shit. Braun Strowman's a fucking garbage ghost. He just knows that.
This is the only conclusion I can come to.
Anyway.
So that's why I was excited to talk about Raw, because fucking, it's the best thing.
What happened to SmackDown?
Well, before we
Jeffrey?
get to SmackDown, we should shout out Albus for the Patreon dollars.
Hi, Albus.
Good ol' Albus.
Thanks for the $24.
If you wish to support this podcast, patreon.com/sitesuncena.
It's in the link to the... It's in the description.
Hell yeah. Also,
whenever we get the pod being up.
presumably.
Has that money come in yet?
As of this recording, I think so. We'll see based on how people are able to listen to this episode tomorrow.
Yeah, you need to edit this,
Yeah.
huh? Have fun with that.
So, let's just get right into SmackDown then. So, SmackDown actually just straight up starts with the theme music. No recap, no nothing, just straight up into the, opening sequence. Which is crazy to me. And, oh no, bats came out of the logo. This is the spooky episode, guys! Hooray!
It's so spooky.
Hooray for Halloween episodes. So, show proper starts up. Shane McMahon comes out in his scariest Halloween costume. A rich old dude who keeps making the stories about himself. Ah! So, I'm realizing, during watching, I was realizing that they keep talking about things that happened on Raw, meaning this month leading up to Survivor Series is going to be real weird for me to only watch SmackDown, because they always talk about what happened on Raw the previous night, and it sounds like Raw never mentions SmackDown at all.
It really doesn't, very rarely, and you think they would since they have an hour more.
Yeah. So, Shane's out here talking about why he got SmackDown to attack Raw, and it basically boils down to, they were gonna do it first, so we struck first.
Okay.
Sure. And then, we get a recap of, Daniel Bryan getting absolutely murdered by Kane.
It was pretty spooky, so...
Yeah, he got jump scared. And, son of a bitch, Shane decided that he's the captain of the 5v5 team for SmackDown.
Of course.
So at this point, the team is Shane McMahon and Randy Orton and 3 unknowns. So, guess what the first match of the night is?
I'm always
really
gonna
bad?
I'm always gonna guess Ty Dillinger because I hate him.
No, it's Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler, and the announcer for this match is very confused because he mentions that this match is scheduled for one fall. It's a best 2 out of 3 falls match.
Oops.
Also, they didn't mention this last
it.
week, but the winner of this match goes on to be part of the Survivor Series team. Okay.
Please lose, Dolph.
Hey. Did you know there's a new season of Total Divas?
I did.
No!
Because I've seen it. But what about Total Bellas?
No, Total Bellas is over.
No, they gotta keep showing it. They gotta fucking nail it into my skull. They gotta fucking trepan me. Give me a goddamn lobotomy.
So, I have an issue with this match.
Oh boy.
Dolph oversells literally everything. Like, Bobby punches him once, and he does a 720 spin and then falls out of the ropes.
Nailed it.
And there's another part where, like, Dolph gets slammed onto the ground, and he just kind of, like, wiggles around a bunch. And it's not... Some people enjoy the overselling because it's kind of funny looking, but, like, it was to such a ridiculous degree that it actively ruined the match for me. Also, I guess Dolph Ziggler gets the first pin. And during commercials, Bobby Roode gets the second.
Who would want to see that, though?
Yeah, I can't imagine who would want to see the fight. And then Roode gets the third fall. I guess he's part of the Survivor Series team. Neat.
Good.
Yeah, I'm at least glad they're pushing Roode, because he's good at what he does, but, like, I hate everything they're doing with Ziggler. So they showed an ad for the WWE shop, and it's messing me up that Suplex City apparently actually exists somewhere. I can't remember where it is, though.
It's a physical manifestation of Brock Lesnar's mind.
Well, no, like, it's an actual... I think it's where he's from, like Lafayette or something like that.
No, fuck that. I thought he was from, like, Minneapolis, Minnesota or some shit.
I don't know. Like, it said, like, Lafayette or something like that. That's a place, right?
Lafayette? I mean, that's a lot of places in the South, because it's named after the French dude who funded a lot of their shit during the American Revolution.
Yeah, okay, so apparently Suplex City is somewhere in Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Good to know. I don't know why it's not in, like, Minneapolis, where Brock Lesnar is from, but...
I choose to believe it's, like, Ryla or whatever the fuck. It's like Cthulhu City. It's just this non-Euclidean manifestation of his mind. And it's always bouncing. Yeah.
So we go backstage, and New Day are in the back in costume giving out candy. I can't... Xavier Woods is Jimmy Hart. Kofi is Brother Love, I think. And Big E is Hakeem.
I thought you were going to say Hakan.
No,
I wish it was Hakan.
That would have been more interesting. And then Rusev shows up. And Rusev is very angry. Because Halloween is a dumb holiday for dumb children. The only day that matters now is Rusev Day.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Ow, I hurt my throat doing that.
Maybe when Michael Myers starts killing people on Rusev Day. Until then...
If Rusev Day is every day, though, at some point Michael Myers will kill on Rusev Day.
Well, no, because the whole thing is about the Thorn Cult, so if there's no Halloween, he can't do it. Because Halloween 6 is a shitty movie.
I have never seen a Halloween film.
There's a couple good ones, and then there's ones like Halloween Resurrection with Busta Rhymes. Where he says, "Trick or treat, motherfucker." And then he kicks Michael Myers into a burning house.
So,
Nailed it.
So Rusev, then grabs Big E's pumpkin filled with candy, turns it over, and then just starts stomping on all of the candy that's on the ground. And this kind of enrages the shit out of Big E. I guess that's one way to set up a match.
I've seen dumber. I really have.
Yeah. And then we go to a different part backstage with all the women of SmackDown talking about what their plan is versus Raw. Oh my god, James Ellsworth is in a fursuit.
What else could I expect?
This is not a joke. He is dressed in a dog fursuit. The only noises he makes are barks. And at one point, Becky Lynch shuts him up by spraying him in the face with a bottle of water.
Okay.
He's a dog.
Natalya also shows up to wreck the team's morale, and she sure sucks.
Well, because she's a cat lady. She doesn't like dogs.
So, all hands are on deck, because the next match is Tier Boat Captain Baron Corbin versus Sin Cara. For the third week in a row. Seriously. Hey,
All hands on starboard deck.
gotta raise the sails, because we're floating down the river of tears. Hey, did you know that BuzzFeed went to the Performance Center to train like WWE superstars? You can watch it now on YouTube at youtube.com/BuzzFeedBlue.
I'll be sure to do that never.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
So, Corbin spends the entire match just trying to rip off Sin Cara's mask. The most dickish of dick moves.
It's not great.
Yeah. You kind of don't want to do that. Because that's the luchador character. And then we get this piece of incredible commentary from Corey Graves. Baron tweeted that he's going to make The Miz call him Daddy at Survivor Series.
Daddy is near.
Please don't.
Daddy is
Please
near.
don't. No. Zen, go away.
Daddy
Zen.
is near.
No, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Farewell, friends.
Well, now we can start our Daddy podcast? No.
No!
I'm not doing that. So what's your favorite Wily robot?
I have a cat now.
I kind of like Magnet Man.
Magnet Man's kind of cool. I gotta go with Pharaoh Man.
Yeah, Pharaoh Man's pretty alright.
Pharaoh Man's sick. He's got a great theme, and he's the only good part of Mega Man 4.
I kind of liked what they did with him in Battle Network. That was a neat redesign.
I don't know shit about Battle Network.
Anyways, so the match gets to the barricade at one point, and someone is so bored by this match that he's just kind of staring at his phone in the front row.
I've had times like that, so
And
I can empathize.
From the commentary, Baron can't believe that he lost to Sin Cara twice. And, I mean, to be fair, I don't know that anyone could believe losing to Sin Cara.
Even if it happened right in front of my fucking face. Sin Cara? No fucking way.
Yeah. So, guess who wins this match?
Sin Cara.
Sin Cara?
Double count out, nobody wins.
Yay!
Nailed it! My cat laughed.
And then Sin Cara just kind of beats the shit out of Baron behind the commentary table. And, I take back everything bad I've ever said about Sin Cara because he picks up one of the commentary chairs and just throws it, like, nails Baron Corbin in the back of the head. Push Sin Cara to the moon.
Probably a botch.
So we go backstage again to Renee Young interviewing the Usos. And it just kind of boils down to, we're gonna beat the Shield because we're the best. Hell yeah.
I love interviews like that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're my favorite. Alright, so tell me what you're gonna do. I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna fight.
It's like that fucking AJ Styles one. Yeah, I'm excited to fight. I can't wait to fight. I like fighting. Awesome, AJ. I'm really glad we spent time on that.
Thanks, AJ. So, Gable and Benjamin show up again and poorly rap about how they're going to beat the Usos for the tag titles and go on to Survivor Series instead. And that match happens next week, I guess. Okay?
Oh, good.
Also, when I say badly rap, I mean, like, Chad Gable has zero flow, and it's like him doing call and response with Shelton Benjamin.
No, I get you. Like, my name's Chad Gable, and I'm here to say I love wrestling in a fucking way. I don't know.
No, it's more like when I say blank, you say blank, but then he gives himself like 3-syllable things, and then Shelton Benjamin has to respond with like 7 syllables. Run the jewels there,
not. When I say cyclohexane, you say cyclohexane.
So, yeah. Hey, did you know Total Divas started up again?
What? You serious? Fuck.
We gotta get on that shit.
Nah, I'm good.
I might get on that shit.
I'm not. Fuck that.
So, it's time for the Same Brothers to come down with Jinder so Samir can get his shit kicked in by AJ Styles. Hell yeah.
He might maybe put up a fight.
Maybe, but first we have to get a recap of the match between Sunil and AJ last week. And by recap, I mean watch the entire match because it was only 10 seconds long.
Might as well.
And then, they all get into the ring, and Jinder decides that he's going to cut himself a promo, and he's like, I'm going to beat Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series, and I'm going to become the Beastmaster. And, there's a lot of sexual tension tonight, ain't there?
Don't become the Beastmaster, then you're going to put paint on a tiger that makes it kill itself. That's terrible.
What?
And that's what happened with the Beastmaster movie. They painted a tiger black, and they didn't pay attention to the fact that cats like to lick themselves, so it licked the paint off and it died.
Oh.
And that kind of paved the way for animal safety in movies.
Huh. You learn something new every day.
Because that shit was terrible.
And in the time it took you to say that anecdote, AJ Styles had already beaten Samir.
Yeah.
But then Jinder rushes into the ring and just kind of decimates him. Okay.
Little late.
So, while this, beatdown is happening, I'm looking anywhere but at Jinder and AJ fighting because I realize that somebody in front of the hard cam is wearing a Waldo costume.
Oh, God.
We found him, guys.
There was somebody at work dressed as Waldo on fucking Halloween. But they were a cashier, so it's like, nobody, you're not moving. We're always going to know where you are.
So, we go backstage again, because most of the show happens backstage. And Kevin and Sammy are hanging out as Kevin gets ready to fight Shinsuke Nakamura. And then also they bash Shane, because it's like, for the land of opportunity, all of the best opportunities sure are going to Shane McMahon. And it's like, are they supposed to be the bad guys, or... And,
I deserve the opportunities, because I'm Shane McMahon.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, did you all know that WrestleMania is about 6 months away? Order your travel package today!
Oh my god, it's fucking like wrestling Christmas. Jesus Christ.
So we got another, coming soon promo, for the Bludgeon Brothers. And, I actually wrote down what they said this time because I found it really funny. This is gonna hurt my throat. There is only one cure for moral decay and weakness. Suffering, misery, anguish, pain. Anywho, I think that's 4 things.
Roach.
I think that's 4 things. And then the Bludgeon Brothers murder another cameraman.
Oh, are they just gonna make a cemetery of cameramen?
Probably.
Fucking Pet Cemetery, but with cameramen.
Up next, it's Big E versus Rusev. And Aiden English is trying to sing, but the crowd is booing so loudly that I thought Roman Reigns entered the building for a moment. Yeah.
Deep cuts.
Don't do that. Don't do it, son. Elias tried it. It doesn't work.
That joke was for me.
Sometimes you gotta do a joke for yourself.
Happy Rusev Day!
Happy Naruto
Shut up.
Day.
You shut your fucking mouth!
So, from the commentary, specifically Byron Saxton, we get Rusev is the Halloween Grinch.
Hey, Jack Grind. When I upload this video, I'm calling it Happy Narusev Day, and you can't stop me.
This podcast is canceled. So, Rusev, grabs Big E's headwear and throws it into the crowd, and then ruins a different part of his Halloween costume, which pisses off Big E, leading him to spank Rusev in the middle of the ring. No,
okay.
Seriously, though, this actually happened.
Kinky.
Again.
Can't you at least do this backstage?
Again, there's a lot of sexual tension on SmackDown this week.
Halloween brings out the sexy in people.
Yeah, no, that...
I'm gonna go buy a discount sexy Rusev costume.
That's why for Halloween I dressed as sexy Captain Commando. Which is just Captain Commando.
How many people thought you were freaking Soldier 76?
Nobody, because nobody showed up.
Well, this just
people
got sad.
People don't trick or treat anymore.
Sure they do. Anyways, Aiden English climbs on top of the commentary table to start singing.
The car. He's on the car now.
And Xavier Woods tries to drown him out with a trombone, which leads to Aiden just kind of flattening him on the ground with a flying Hulk smash.
Damn it. Sometimes Lanky Kong tech doesn't work.
Yeah, this time the Lanky Kong tech worked. And due to the distraction, Rusev's able to kick Big E in the back of the head and win. Happy Rusev Day.
I salute you,
So,
Mr. Rusev.
The funniest part of the show happens next. We go backstage again to Sin Cara, and he's doing an interview with Renee Young. And it's like, hey, Sin Cara, tell me, why did you do what you did today? It's basically just that the entire time. Because he's wearing a mask that has, no mouth hole at all, so it's impossible to hear what he's saying due to how muffled he is. I was watching with headphones, and I can't tell you a single word he said.
Same.
Thank you, Sin Cara.
And it's great, because, even the crowd is taking the piss out of him, and just constantly going, what?
Huh?
What did you say, Sin Cara?
Did you just call me a motherfucker?
Anything is possible.
On Rusev Day.
Yeah.
It's a choose your own adventure, but with words.
Is that just a choose your own adventure?
Well, no, with somebody else's words.
Oh. Hey, did you know that Total Divas is back?
Don't fucking lie to me. God.
Yep. So, Shane's texting on his phone backstage, and Aiden English shows up, and he's like, hey, how are you celebrating this glorious Rusev Day? And, Shane just kind of isn't having any of it. So he goes, tell you what, next week Rusev fights AJ Styles, and the winner gets to be part of the Survivor Series team. Hell yeah. So, it's time for Stranger Things.
Oh,
starring,
boy.
How stranger will they get?
Well, let's find out. So, someone's hiding in Fandango's blanket fort, and it isn't Tyler Breeze, who's dressed as 11. Who could it be?
I don't know.
Rusev.
No. Turns out it's another person in an 11 costume. Or, it would be, but it's Ty Dillinger, so he's actually 10.
The one fucking time I don't say Ty Dillinger.
He also steals Tyler's waffles. What a dick.
What's the point of stealing someone's waffles? By the time you've got them in to a fucking safe distance, they're done. They're bad. What an idiot.
So, all clues are pointing towards the Bludgeon Brothers, and then the lights go out, and the group is missing, and there's a video of someone in a mask saying, let the games begin. So, I guess we're Saw now.
I can't wait for the Bludgeon Brothers to become Fred Durst.
So up next is Kevin Owens versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Winner joins the SmackDown team at Survivor Series. And this is where I found out about how Undertaker, Kevin Nash, and Shawn Michaels are going to be on Raw at some point.
At some point.
January 22nd, I want to say.
It's a whole bunch of... I don't give a shit.
Well, we're talking
but
about...
I'll still probably watch it.
Well, we're talking about a whole lot of don't give a shit. There's another ad for Total Divas!
I don't think I got it yet.
But is it back?
Yes!
It's back to rise, back to glow, back to... I don't give a shit anymore.
So, good news. Shinsuke's about as over as ever. I blame his theme music. And, Shinsuke just kind of keeps destroying Kevin, but then Kevin keeps running away. And then, 2 minutes later, we get to Kevin Owens and Shinsuke Nakamura in Night of a Billion Rest Holds.
Oh, I love when matches become that.
Yeah. There's a dude with a Go Back to Canada sign, which is pretty good.
Oh my god.
Also, at one point, Shinsuke, lifts Kevin on top of the ropes so he can, knee him in the stomach. And I'm pretty certain I heard one of them shout, "Heave," but I don't know who.
Heave!
Yeah.
Oh!
So, guess who comes out?
Ty Dillinger.
No.
Fuck! I missed my opportunity.
Yeah, in this, the land of opportunities. No, it's Sami Zayn. And he comes out to distract Shinsuke. But Kevin's attempt to cheat didn't work out, so the match just kind of keeps going on. Then we get a glorious piece from the commentary. The possibilities for the 5v5 are endless, shouts Corey Graves.
Endless.
Not realizing that there is an incredibly finite amount of possibilities.
No, there is no end to the amount of permutations that this team can take on.
So, Shinsuke starts revving up for the Kinshasa, but Sammy drags Kevin out of the ring, and then distracts Shinsuke again, so Kevin can get up and just kind of throw him face first into the ring post. And then, when they get back in the ring, Kevin Owens goes up to the top rope and lands a splash on Shinsuke, but Shinsuke still kicks out at 2. So then somebody else comes out. Any guesses?
Ty Dillinger?
Dup.
Zen. I don't.
It's Randy Orton.
Oh,
Okay,
duh.
RKO
Yeah.
time.
So Randy Orton, his music starts playing. But then the Phantom Orton shows up from the crowd and throws Sammy into the commentary table. And then Kevin gets distracted, so he gets hit by the Kinshasa, and he loses. Where does Randy Orton keep coming from?
He's a ghost.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe he's a phantasm, like friggin'
Paul Strowman.
yeah.
So,
him.
the current team for SmackDown is Shane McMahon, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the Phantom Randy Orton.
The Phantom of the Squared Circle.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, I probably would too.
So, the 5v5 is looking pretty good. And then as the show fades out, we just get, back and forth shots of Kevin backing away to the Titantron, just shouting, "Sammy!" And then, also Sami Zayn's corpse on the commentary table.
To be continued?
Yeah. SmackDown was pretty good this week, I guess. I'll give it a Cool Ranch Dorito out of 10.
That's not a number!
Fine, I'll give it a 7.
Okay. Now I'm giving it a Cool Ranch Dorito out of 10.
Can't steal my joke. Come up with your own original joke, you
Yes,
asshole.
I can. Half of this show is just references!
What? I've never made a reference.
Not a once.
Bullshit.
Anyways, this has been yet another episode of Sights Uncena, the first, only, and God willing last wrestling podcast on the internet. I've been your host, Jack Grind, and with me has been Zen Scissors and Dup.
Happy Narusev Day.
Every time you say it, you stray further from God's light.
Dehumanize and face to Rusev. Good night, folks.
Every time you say that, hell reaches its fucking dangly claws closer to the surface of the earth.
So what's your favorite form of sound?
I'm out.